Yo, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to, well, you could call it a little bit of a podcast, couldn't ya? You know, it's a YouTube podcast, a little bit of talk, see what happens. But anyway, not wearing the Man United gear today, wearing the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs gear today with my man Karaz sitting behind me. But, you know, they got their second round trial tonight, so better to get their gear on, show a bit of support, and get on here. Let's talk about it, righto. So, let's look at a bit of news for the last few days, the last 5 days. Any sort of news hanging around here? I did see this one. Mr. Thomas Tuchel. He just extended his contract for England, so he's no longer in the Manchester United hunt. So, what does that say about Carrick? Are they leaning more towards Carrick now because Tuchel's out of it? I know they've got another two managers I think they're looking at, maybe one way above Carrick that they're probably looking at first. My personal opinion, I think it does look like Carrick, depending on what happens if they stay in the four, even top three. I think they're going to give him a good 2 year chance. That's what it's sort of, they're going to have to probably, they're going to have to push themselves to give it to Carrick, see what happens over at least 2 years, see what he does. I'm not sure if he's the strongest manager for the role. Like, I think he'll be a good manager, a good personal manager for the team. But strength wise, you've got to be strong. You've got to pull players into line. You've got to be real strong with the players. So I'm not sure if Carrick's that sort of guy. I know he's Mr. Nice Guy. Don't know. I don't know where he's going to stand. I reckon just give him a shot for 2 years, see what happens. Like you had Ollie, he did well. Ollie did well. Carrick's doing well. Like they've probably been the best two for a long time since Fergo, to be in my honest opinion. So I really think they should give Carrick a go. Like just give him a go. Um, yeah, that's pretty much where I stand with that. All right, that's it for that sort of news. What do you think there? Comment below. I want to know what your thoughts are as well. Yeah. Anyway, let's see the last few days of results. So we've had a decent amount of like up and down results here. United 1-1 draw. They get away with that one. I did a video on that already. You can go check out my socials for that one. Newcastle, Bournemouth, Chelsea draw. Um, Burnley beats Crystal Palace at home, which was a weird one. City 3-0. Liverpool just get away with Sunderland at home. Arsenal Brentford draw. That one was probably going to be the easiest draw to see, apart from Chelsea and Leeds, because Chelsea was leaving a few players out for the FA Cup. Who else have we got here? The EPL ladder. Now look at this EPL ladder. So apart from the top six, Arsenal are slowly slipping. Like they've drawn there, they've lost and drawn there. I do see Man City, if Man United don't pop up and win their next, like nearly all their next few games, I do see Man City taking out the title. They're close enough and they're sharp enough. I don't see any other team apart from Man City and Man United to take it out. In my personal opinion, that's what I see. If Arsenal don't win, it will be one of the other two. I don't really see, even though it's hard to say that, Man United, I do see them finishing third or second at best from this position. More third than second. I do see them finishing third rather than the other two. So I do say Man City takes out the EPL title. All right, let's go down to the bottom. We've still got West Ham, Burnley, Wolves in regulation zones. Forest, man, I think Forest will stay out of it. I think West Ham Forest will go up. Definitely, I'm pretty sure them two will definitely go up, and Tottenham are going to go down. I'm almost, I can see this happening, that this could happen, and I think it will happen. Tottenham are definitely looks like they're going to be relegated. They're in the worst form ever. They are shocking. They're piss poor. They're shitting the bed, right? They're absolutely shitting the bed. So I think they're going to be relegated alongside Burnley and Wolves. That's just what it is. If those three go down, let's have a look at the championship ladder. So who's the three that are going to come up? Middlesbrough look like they're definitely coming up. Man, they're on some good form, aren't they, Middlesbrough? Middlesbrough, Kaza. Coventry and Ipswich Town are sitting there. So you would almost say Coventry would have to... They would have to be close to staying in second, wouldn't you? Because you know who I would like to see in the top three here is Wrexham. Man, they've gone through so many levels since the two actors, Reynolds and Old Mate. Since they injected all that money, 5 years ago, Wrexham have gone to like levels and levels. Like they've gone 3 levels, man. And now they're in the championship, which is the hardest of all the undercards there. I would love to see Wrexham get in that top 3 and come up to the EPL. Like, I want them to come up there. Yeah, obviously, it's harder to stay in there. But, you know, if they get into the EPL, say they get top 3 and they get selected to go up, the other 3 get relegated, these 3 go up. Now, 2 things are going to happen, which is a bonus. They're going to get money from sponsors. They're going to get that money from sponsors and all the extra money and everything for going up. Option 2, bonus, is the actors might actually inject more money to getting a lot more talented players like midfielders and defenders and maybe another striker. You never know. See, these things that Wrexham are probably in the best position given the money that's been injected, the money that's been invested in them, the shareholders that they're getting for this team. They go top 3, they go up, and then like there's a chance they could stay in there for a couple of seasons and they could just get stronger and stronger. Remember, Leicester City did this. They were the spook horse. They were the really dark team of the EPL many years ago when they they just came out of nowhere. They went straight up and they won. They won the EPL, and man, they were paying like, when they were down the bottom, when they came up, they were down the bottom. They were something like 3,000 to 1 or something, and then went to 1,000 to 1. Like, they were a massive paying team. They just came up and won it. Now, Wrexham, could that be that sort of team if they get the funds? If they go up to EPL, they could get the funds to actually inject a little bit more playmaking in there. They could be that dark team again. They could, even Middlesbrough, like they're going real well too. They could come up and they could shock a few teams, and they could, those 2 teams, Wrexham and Middlesbrough, even though Middlesbrough are in that massive form, like they're in really good form. Like they've had 6 losses there, 7 draws, 18 wins. See, that's not bad out of the games. Like the draws and the wins are the best part of that. The losses not so much. But you look at Wrexham, they've had 8 losses, 11 draws, 12 wins. So their draws and wins are nearly the same, and they've only had 2 extra losses. So they're pretty much very similar to Middlesbrough. Very, very similar. So it's going to be good to see how this plays out. I would love to see them get up there, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens over the next. We'll see what happens over the next little bit because man, it's going to be interesting with all the matches coming out. The FA Cup, like Chelsea with the FA Cup. Chelsea just won this morning 4-0. Wrexham won 1-0 in the FA Cup. And a lot of people rid off Wrexham for that match too. I wasn't going to write them off. You know, they've got a decent sort of team. You know, against Ipswich Town, which are they're running third in the championship too, which is real weird how that happened. But man, they were paying pretty good money too, Wrexham. So I don't know why people keep riding them off. It's real weird. And Chelsea 4-0 against Hull City. So that's the fourth round. That's the fourth round of the FA Cup, those two teams this morning. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting of what happens. Also, take this off screen for a minute. So we've got, obviously, Manchester United have got a female side as well. They're doing absolutely good things at the moment as well. They don't get recognised enough, I don't think. They don't. But in the females, they call it the Super League. They're running second to Man City. Man City are probably going to win that Super League for females. But if you go to the other two titles, the League Cup, they verse Chelsea. They're in the FA Cup there as well. I think it's the fifth round over there. So, man, the female side, that Jessica Parker, man, she is something talented, I tell you. So, there's a big bonus to all this. Even if Man United, they'll finish, they should be finishing top four, no doubt about it. Hopefully, they finish third. That will be a good bonus for them. And then the female side and all the other ones underneath as well. Hopefully they win a few trophies. This is going to be big things for Man United. If all this could be a domino effect, because next season is going to be massive. So also Atletico Madrid. Holy man, they absolutely bent Barcelona. Holy, I did not expect that. And I'll tell you what, that was some performance, and I don't see Barcelona coming back from that. I believe they're gone. Nah. Yeah, they're out of it, I think. So that's a little bit of info there around the football at the moment. Hopefully Man United finish third. I truly don't see them winning it. Not even second, because you got Man City, Arsenal fighting it out there. I believe that they finish third. And then let's hope, like, Spurs are going to get relegated along with Wolves and Burnley. Hopefully Wrexham in the championship can finish top three, and they come up with Coventry and Middlesbrough, and we can see what Wrexham's going to do into the big boys league. We'll see what they get done. So it's all exciting. It's all happening. There's a few games left in EPL. What is there? 12 games left. We got the fifth round FA Cup, fourth round. Sorry. So we got still a little bit longer in the FA Cup. Champions League is getting heated up. Man, it's all happening around football. Man, it's exciting times. The females teams are freaking getting pumped. The younger kids are getting pumped. Let's go, man. It's going to be good. Football is looking great. And let's hope that Carrick gets that job, and let's see what happens there. We don't know. We all don't know what's going to happen. Everyone has their own thoughts, like, Carrick shouldn't get the job, this, that. Come on, man. Even when Radcliffe is talking on these things, he just needs to stop talking, man, and just spend the money where the money needs to be. Stop worrying about all this other bullshit. You're making the club look bad, man. You need to just concentrate on spending that money. That's it. Full stop, my bro. That's it. Anyway, Havoc is out. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go. Let's oge. Alright, catch you on the next video. Go follow on my socials, hit subscribe, whatever you need to do to keep watching these videos. Just before I do go, I do multiple content about Canterbury Bulldogs, Manchester United, football, EPL, blah blah blah. I also do some content around horse races as well, as I love my horse race and I've grown up around it. So as well as football slash soccer over here in Australia. But man, if you love talking about football slash soccer, racing, or NRL, hit me up, comment, whichever. Let's go, man.